Here are some of the best psychology facts that actually work. We often think more about a person than a catastrophic event that might happen. By taking study notes in longhand, your brain is able to remember because writing exactly what you study helps you retain better knowledge. It is easier to remember how a story started as well as concluded than its middle. You'll feel more happy spending your money on others and than on yourself. People seem to respect items more when they assemble them on their own, which is known as IQ effect. Taking your decisions by thinking in a foreign language can help you be more rational. Someone who is born blind has not been found to have schizophrenia. Narcissistic personality disorder has been found in around 6% of the population. Babies also start to process language just like grown-ups after a couple of days of being born. Psychologists have also found that the color blue can work as an appetite suppressant. The type of music you listen to impacts the way you look at the world. Letting yourself feel the negative emotions and feelings related to an event in your life might actually help you move past it faster. A decision made in a big group is often much worse and prone to mob mentality than a decision made with just a few key people involved. We can simply look at some general elections for evidence of this. A fascinating study from the 80s revealed something about how people have shared notions when it comes to imagination. Several people were asked to draw an ordinary object, like a coffee cup. Almost all of them attracted the cup from a particular angle and perspective, slightly above, looking down upon it. An interesting note regarding reading: it turns out that while most people say they prefer shorter lines of text when it comes to reading, they almost always read long lines of text faster. So while the traditional newspaper column seems to be entrenched in our pleasure center, a more efficient task requires about 100 characters per line of text. An exciting study concluded that people who worked in rooms colored blue were more productive than in rooms painted other colors. Time to invest in some paint. Another study suggests that chocolate is more addictive than some drugs. Shopping also has a similar effect on the brain. One of the sad facts about anxiety is that it has overtaken our species, it seems. In terms of numbers, today's average high school kid is as anxious as a registered psychiatric patient in the 1950s. A simple thing like a good morning or good night message has been shown to trigger feel-good chemicals in the brain. So if you want to make someone feel good, just send them a message at the start or end of a day. A usability study concluded some exciting things about how many things a person can remember and process. Initially, one unofficial estimation states that between 5 and 9 items were optimum for human response. So, for example, 5 to 9 items on a menu or tab list. Backup plans aren't always a good thing. Research shows that the first idea will statistically succeed less often when you plan for a contingency. All or nothing, in this case, seems to be the better mathematical option. Can't stay away from checking your Insta, Twitter, or Facebook. That's a psychological and very real scientific phenomenon. Your brain produces the hormone dopamine when you do this. This has a very pleasing emotional result, so you keep doing it, searching for that pleasure. the chances are that the last person you think about at night is essential to you, but they can be picked by your brain for either good or bad reasons. That is to say, that person can be the light of your life or the bane of your existence. Your brain makes no distinction. Chromostereopsis is the effect of different colors clashing to confuse the depth of the objects. So, for example, blue and red stripes will confuse the eye and mess with perception. This has a material impact on designers and artists.